customer lifetime value. Now, I know there are some data people, statisticians, real data people. What I'm going to present to you will be the concept of customer lifetime value and how you can build the capability within your organization. Okay, but before we start, our business is basically in budget hotel. We deal with millennial travelers, which, as we know, millennial travelers, their issue is cash, right? They have limited funding, but they want to get as much experience as they can. Because of that, the customer lifetime and retention is quite challenging, right? Because the main issue would be money. So we learn how to harness our growth. That's why we're going to close this year with a triple-digit growth. So every other month, we would almost double our business. Now, how do we do that? One of the hacks that we do is by doing this. Now, I would like to start that despite what you read, despite what you hear, we're still the #1 accommodation network operator in Indonesia, or orchestrator, depending on which term you use. The reason is because we've been here for 3 years, right? And the second one, I would like to emphasize that we are a 100% Indonesian company. We were built by Indonesian technologists who has had experience working in Silicon Valley and coming back to Indonesia after identifying several issues about Digital 4.0 development in Indonesia. And the last part, I will give you a hack, and we can discuss. If you have any questions, I would prefer that we have it in the last session, so I can explain. So don't take the theory, don't take what I said, but take the concept of learning for you to then implement within your organization, right? Because every organization is in a different stage of growth, and you would need a different CLV model. Yeah. So I'm teaching you the hack. Hopefully, this will be accepted. So I will start with the presentation. Who and what is AiryRooms Vision Mission?
Indonesia, tanah surga dengan pesona yang tak tertandingi di sepanjang Katulistiwa. Di setiap lenggok tarian, ragam budaya, dan kehangatan ramah tamahnya, tersimpan potensi pariwisata yang luar biasa kaya. Inilah yang menggelorakan semangat anak bangsa untuk turut melestarikan warisan negeri melalui Airy Indonesia. Indonesia adalah rumah di mana Airy berdiri dan berlari, memajukan industri digital tourism 4.0. Memiliki lebih dari 2.000 partner properti hotel dan 30.000 kamar di lebih dari 100 kota di Indonesia. Airy memberikan solusi teknologi kelas dunia dengan mentransformasi industri perhotelan dan menjaga kelestarian pariwisata melalui 4T. Transformasi properti, teknologi digitalisasi, training sumber daya manusia, dan transparansi. 4 fokus utama ini dilakukan secara menyeluruh. Melalui transformasi properti, Airy mengedepankan kenyamanan dan pengalaman menginap terbaik tamu. Dengan teknologi digitalisasi, Airy terus berinovasi untuk meningkatkan efisiensi perhotelan lokal. Airy juga meningkatkan keterampilan sumber daya manusia melalui para pakar perhotelan berstandar internasional. Mengedepankan transparansi dalam pengelolaan operasional bisnis, mulai dari sistem finansial yang dilakukan secara real-time tanpa beban biaya tambahan, hingga sistem pelaporan transaksi dan operasional yang sangat detail.
Kita tuh seneng banget bisa bermitra dengan Airy karena kita lihat Airy punya visi dan misi yang sangat besar untuk Indonesia, khususnya di bidang pariwisata dan perhotelan. Karena toolsnya dari Airy tuh komprehensif banget dari front office sampai ke back office-nya itu. Terlebih lagi, Airy juga sering banget mengirim pakar-pakar perhotelan yang datang ke tempat kami dan membantu untuk mentraining personal development dari staff-staff kami.
Tak hanya di perkotaan, misi sosial Airy juga menjangkau hingga ke pelosok kepulauan di Indonesia. Membawa teknologi ke dalam operasional akomodasi lokal, memudahkan mitra-mitra AiRI dalam menjalankan bisnis yang lebih efektif dan efisien. Memberikan pendampingan pada mitra AiRI dalam pengelolaan hotel, mulai dari perekrutan karyawan hingga penyelesaian keluhan. Selain itu, pelatihan melalui AiRI Community akan meningkatkan kualitas sumber daya manusia agar dapat bersaing dengan jaringan hotel kelas dunia. AiRI melakukan audit secara berkala untuk menjaga standarisasi kualitas mitra-mitra hotel. Menggerakkan ekonomi digital dan menyerap tenaga kerja melalui pemberdayaan masyarakat lokal di bidang perhotelan demi memaksimalkan potensi pariwisata di negeri kita tercinta.
Kehadiran budget hotel dalam konteks ketenaga kerjaan itu otomatis akan membuka pasar kerja, membuka lapangan kerja. Nah, dengan kehadiran AiRI tadi ini, maka lapangan kerja di bidang perhotelan semakin banyak, sehingga peluang kerja juga semakin besar.
Menghidupkan perekonomian pariwisata lokal yang positif dan merata di seluruh Indonesia adalah hasil jangka panjang yang ingin kami ciptakan. AiRI berkontribusi dalam mengembangkan destinasi Bali baru melalui inovasi teknologi yang kreatif dan inovatif. AiRI membangun perhotelan, membangun pariwisata, membangun Indonesia.
So that's our latest campaign. We've been running that. Sorry, can you go to this? So basically, we're the #1 accommodation network orchestrator. We provide multi-services, as you can see. We have product, technology, value, and services. We now have 7 million app download, but remember, we're only 3 years old, and it's growing at a faster rate. As competitors coming in, what we saw was that the industry actually grew. This is our portfolio, but apologies, this is per end of July. We're higher than this now. So we're in 100 cities, we have 2,000 hotel operator partners, and we have 13,000 rooms under management, and it's continuously increasing. What are our offers? At this moment, we have multiple services, but we provide a budget hotel. We standardize the hotel quality, and we upgrade their services, technology, and all the other platforms for them to be able to sell with a standardized service. So this is our business model, and we're going to come in with better offers with a new business in the pipeline. This is the minimum requirement that we provide. We call it a best day guarantee or 7 jaminan kenyamanan AiRI. With 100,000 to 300,000 rupiah, you would get minimum of these 7. Now, interestingly, within AiRI, the #1 consumer is actually family, followed by business traveler. Reason why? Because for them, they don't need a very good hotel as long as they can rest well and then do their business trip to the areas where they're visiting. Now let's go to what we do. Why we call ourselves as transformation agent. We have reached 4T, technology, transformation, training, SBM, and transparency. Now, these 4 pillars we have been doing in the past 4 years, and we focus on these 4. Similar like customer lifetime value, the difficult part is this one, transformation. I'll explain to you why it's related with customer lifetime value. Now, when you come into Indonesian hospitality, the first thing you realize is it's very segregated, it's very fragmented. And all of the people in the budget hotel need empowerment. They do not have access to the hospitality training. They do not have access for them to get a loan and do a renovation. And most of the people working in the 3-star hotel and below are junior high and high school graduates, right? So you cannot increase the sales of your property if you don't do your hard work, the integrity one. That's what we do. This hotel is Resident 100. This was placed, it's a 1980s hotel. It's very promising. So they asked us to be their partner. We renovate them. Now they're running at 100% occupancy rate. We have the capability to flush out all of our partners' property, as long as they're good partners, because we also sell their product into 100 OTAs. So where does Airy stand in the OTAs? So this is Airy, accommodation network or the trigger. We provide them hotel. We transform property into quality hotels, and we sell all of it to the OTAs and our direct application. Now, this is the kind of service that we get. This is what we do. Will you pay 300,000 rupiah to spend one night here? No one will, right? Yes. This is what is called, and there's a lot of them in Indonesia. This is what is called an asset mangkrak. This is located in near Tangerang. It's a very strategic location. Now, this location, this person, actually have a very strategic kos-kosan or Melati hotel that we thought we can upgrade. But they don't have the means to do that. So we come in as a hotel management partner. Would you pay 300,000, 100,000? Anyone? 50 on a discount? No? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yes. So we believe that if you go throughout Indonesia, Airy does not believe in building from the ground up. We come in and then we renovate and we empower. Yes. By empowerment, the trickle-down effect of the travel industry will happen. We did a renovation in 2-3 months, and now this hotel is selling at 65 to 70% because they're just only 60 days with us. So this is what we do. We come in, we see potential areas, we get the partners on board, and we upgrade their product. Now, by doing that, we managed to increase our value proposition. Now let's go to the part. Now, millennial travelers. Millennials. We say millennials or Gen Z, people would start to smile. And you know that people who are smiling are actually the older ones, right? So these people, they're very much into experiences, right? And they're very particular in choosing the product and everything because they were born in a digital environment. End-to-end will be done through a digital process. So the retention for these kind of consumers is slightly different with the other segments that we have. Now, customer lifetime value is the profit margin a company expects to earn over the entirety of their business relationship with the average consumers. In summary, I don't want to give you a very complicated, because then everyone would get bored. It's the revenue earned over their lifetime with the company. So in summary, it's everything total gross revenue minus total cost. It's as simple as that. But you need to be honest in calculating this. Now, what is CLV? Somebody will say CLV is a strategy. I've been doing it 10 years plus. It's not. For me, customer lifetime value is a tool. It helps you to identify whether or not your product is fit and whether or not you need to make changes with the product, whether or not you need to do new innovation with other products. I'll explain to you as we go. So, there's a long hack, but I only have a few minutes here. I will show you the top 5. The first one is know your metrics. Now, before you engage with any vendors, do what is called a single source of truth. Compile all your data, and then make sure that all the digital tracking is correct. For offline, I've worked with an offline company once. It would take you more than 6 months. But if your company is vertical and horizontally digital, you only need 3 months. Yeah. I mean, those people who are in digital, you know what I'm saying. And those are in offline, you probably know my pain as well. Now, you need to agree on a KPI, right? Because different stage of company would require different KPI. For example, you're a SoftBank, a backed company. right? You would have a very high burn rate, right? So your KPI would be new users acquisition, right? Now, you're a company moving into a maturity stage. My suggestion for you is that you have revenue as your main tracking. Yeah. You can have many KPI, long tails KPI. I'm very detailed, so my people working under me, so your single source of truth of marketing data is actually more than 100 lines. I know exactly what each vendor can deliver to me. That's why when a vendor comes to me and they present, I do my own calculation because I've been doing it too long. So set your KPI, agree with the management, and then you need to calculate the retention rate. Is the new users per month. Why? You need to know if your product still fits the market, right? So let's say you just launch, for example, I'm in travel. Let's say I launch an astronaut travel to the moon. So my new customer rate would be at 90% and it would continuously slowly go down because there would be new competitors coming in, right? So now you go to space and then see Mars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You need to do and keep track this. The second part is customer segmentation. There's a simple one. It's called the elbow cluster method. And then there's an RFM model. So these two would probably take some time for you to establish. Now, the next stage is the customer lifetime value model. This is quite different for every company as well. For example, if you're a beverages company, you own a coffee shop, probably for you, the customer lifetime value would be 1 month. But I'm a travel industry person. Average Indonesian travel 1.5 to 3 times a year. So for me, what makes sense is 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're a smartphone brand, what makes sense for you is a year. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying, right? So it depends on your industry. Features in the model, I'll explain to you. Predictive modeling is before you have machine learning. Now, my tip to you is that let your data run organically for you to understand before you put any machine learning model. Because you need to see how the data move and then you implement the machine learning model. Okay, it's a bit, I won't go into it. Last but not least, does it work? I'll explain to you on how it works and how it doesn't. The fourth stage, churn prediction model. How long would your consumers no longer buy from you? So retention rate, this is still here. And then always check your product market fit. Again, this is another checkpoint for you, right? And then the last one is A/B testing. You can do a consumer behavior prediction. But remember, we're talking about millennial customers. We're talking about Gen Z. You cannot predict them. So you need to always do cross-validation by doing different tests. Now, just for the sake of this presentation, I run a dummy data. I run it in Python and Jupyter Notebook. So the data you will see is not actual Airy data, but just to give you a concept of what you can do in customer lifetime value. Again, know your metrics. This would take the longest time because you need to ensure all of the data in place. My learning is that in offline organization, most of the time, the marketing team won't share the data. They're scared. CAC, like if you sell a $10 product and the CAC is 100, what happened? It's too high, right? You sell a product for $10 and you give $100 to acquire that customer. So this would be your biggest challenge in doing this. We've already discussed. Put it in an ascending order, what you're looking for. It depends on where you are in the organization. Mine, since I'm now looking into a revenue model, probably would be in revenue. I I still track monthly active users. I also track the new customer rate, right? For example. Now, the next part is the customer cost acquisition. Now, customer acquisition, you can do in total. My suggestion is do in total and do it by each channel. So you know which channel is more effective, which is not. For example, Facebook just changed their algorithm. CAC went up the roof. Does it justify for us to do acquisition in these social media platforms? Probably not. Yeah? Okay? Again, monthly retention rate, or weekly, it's up to you, but usually a lot of people do it on monthly. Now, let's go back to the theory. Again, this is all modeling. There is no data. This is just for the sake of giving you an understanding of the concept. Now, we have what is called an LB model. You only check X and Y. Yeah? If you don't have an agency on board with you, you can actually do this in Excel. And you can actually create all these segmentations. I'll explain to you later. The next model is the recency, frequency, and monetary. Now, you can do this in Python, and you can have another agency to do this. Frequency is the number of repeat purchases the customer has made, specifically in the time periods the customer had purchased in. So it's calculated from the first purchase, and then it goes down, like this. Recency is the age of the customer when they made their most recent purchases. So this is the duration. Monetary is the revenue. So if you do a customer proportion by RFMs, it would look something like this. This is the dummy data. Don't look at it. Don't read it. It stands for nothing. Yeah. Now, doing the customer segmentation. This is assuming a 2018 data. You pull everything, and then you want to see the behavior of the RFM. This is just a dummy. We finally see that there's actually 9 different clusters of data that you can use. So 0 to 8. And now, based on discussion with your data team, now I'm no statistician, but I have a business, I know my business needs, so I kind of know how to do this instinctively. So you segregate on the clusters of the quality of customer. I'll explain to you why it's important. So 0 to 2 is low value, 3 to 4 is mid, 5 plus is high value. Now, after doing this, you can create the segmentation carefully. It can be by customer lifetime value or the revenue that the consumers give to you, right? Segregate the data, check, modify if needed. But langsung sukses nggak sih? No. I'll tell you no, especially if it's the first time you do it in your organization. I'll explain to you how to check it. Now, by doing this, you can create this kind of data because people by default, I know if my boss sees this, he gets mad. He's a very visual person, right? But if my boss sees this, he understands, right? So this is the level of loyalty or the possibility of a consumer will churn, leave your product. And this is the revenue that the consumer brings. The best customers would be here. Sorry, level of loyalty, it's here. So these are the consumers that you do not want to lose. What is the strategy? For high value, you improve retention. You give them special offers, quantity discounts, those kind of things. Mid value, you improve retention and increase frequency. So previously they buy every once, we can now get them to buy twice or thrice. And then low value, you increase frequency. Now, for most of you working for startup companies, you know you have consumers here. Negative consumers, toxic consumers, right? Because we had that when I came in. We had that. Now, what you can do is if you have consumers here, there's need to be a decision at management level. Do you want to keep those customers? In my case, no, I give it to my competitor. Yeah, because they're promo hunters. They buy from you, you lost 1 million. You want to keep them with you? No, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because right now 10-10, 9-9, 11-11. Most of the quality of consumers that I acquire, mostly, would be here, in this box. Right? You sell a $10 product, your cost acquisition is 10 times. It's $100. Are you over-investing? Depends where you are, who's your banker, and whether or not your management's okay with that. Now, as a marketeer, we hack data. What do? You move them. You move them. You move them. It's either here. This is loyal. Sorry. What is this? Sorry. So you can move these customers to a higher box. You can go vertically or horizontally. How? That's another session. That's another 3 hours of discussion that we can do. But can you do that? Yes. But you need to track the data. You need to make sure your single source of truth is true. That's the hardest, especially for online companies. Okay, this is a hack. So for this, I'm just giving you a concept. Bear with me, it's a bit long. So I'm just giving you a sample. I'm a coffee lover. For me, the latest industry that has been disrupted is coffee. Yes, with all the new startups, the incumbent, I'm sorry to say the brand, Starbucks is suffering. Because now that there's better coffee at 20,000 rupiah. Let's say that this company is Kopi Cinta Indonesia. It's very new, it's 2 years old. It's established in 2017. Already have 200 stores in Indonesia. And the investors said, okay, Mitch, KCI, you're growing too fast. You need to do a CLV model for revenue. Jeng, jeng, jeng. Because who knows that they're actually spending $20 for a $2 coffee? You don't know, right? So average all your variables. Of course, this will be done in a year, just for the sake of this thingy. This is the customer expenditure per visit. There's 5 consumers. These colors represent 5 customers and their behavior. And this is their average expenditures. It's $5.9 US. And then we have visit per month. So consumer 4 has the most visit. Their average visit per month is 4.2. And then their average value per customers, expenditures times visit, is at $24.3, right? So this would go to the next slide. Ingat ya, 5,9, 4,2, 24,3, right? Now, customer lifetime value. In my case, there was a 1-year discussion. Which model of calculation do we want to use? Okay? This is a theory. So if it's wrong, I know the faces of data statistics, people would be, I don't agree. But this is a hack. So, apologies, in marketing, I always hack. There is no correct one, right? Remember the previous data? Now, this is the average consumer lifespan of KCI. For example, people who buy coffees would be about 20 years. The customer retention rate, let's assume for the sake of today, it's 75%. Profit margin is at 21.3. Discount rate, how much discount do you need to keep that customer into your lifetime? Let's assume at 10%. And then the average gross margin customer lifespan. You remember, the profit is at 21.3. The LTV is 12 months. Time A, time fee. So this would be at 5,616. Right? Now, there's 3 theory in LTV. When I started, my boss, very visual person, does not believe in this. So I gave him 3 models. I said, I don't believe it. I track all 3. There's a checkpoint with it. Okay, use the average. Yeah. So you don't know, just track all of it. Yeah. You'll find the model that would fit you the best. So LTV calculation, 12 times A times T. which is 12 months times 24.3 times 20, and this is the figure. You can read this is the custom, the model that is slightly lower than this. And then the traditional LTV equation would be this. Now, my boss said, you calculate wrong, whose theory? It's too different, yeah? I don't believe in the numbers. The gap is too different. So we found this. I used the average of the three method, and I tracked all four of them. But, galau ya. My data team said, but galau. No, it doesn't matter. If you only choose to track this, or you only choose to track this, as long as your number is increasing, you're at the right track. Okay? So as long as any of these methods that you use, and you track it and it's increasing, you're doing good. Okay? Now, ding, 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 this is the moment of truth. You need to know the quality of customers in your platform. So, Kopi Cinta Indonesia, this is just a sample. This is what it looks like in Python. So this is 0. You see there's some customers, you see me? These are your toxic customers. They only come if there's a GoPay, buy one, get one, those kind of things. Now, it's your decision whether or not you want to keep them or not. And then this is, so let's say that for the first model, you decide that there's 3 classes of customers. And then you run another data, this is the 6 months data. You want to see where is the low customers, where is the mid customers, and the high. Now, you need to segment your customers, and then you choose the LTV of the bad and good customers. If you know you're a good one, you know how to protect them from your competitors. Am I making sense? Do you understand the concept? Yeah. Spend a week on this, so hopefully you can understand. Now, by doing this, the good part is that since you already did this, you can actually calculate the CAC per segment. For the sake of this discussion, we only have 3 consumer segmentation. You have a toxic customer, which actually make you lose $1,000 per year if you keep them in your platform. And then you have the mid customer, which give you $6,000 per year. And then you have the high quality ones of $8,000. Now you know that the gap of LTV of the high and mid is actually $2,000. That would be the maximum amount that you can add to acquire or upgrade the high quality customers. Yeah, it's just some kind of a concept for you to grasp. Now, how do you know you're moving into the right direction? It's easy. All your numbers are going up. Also do this. There's so many, there's a mystery shopper, there's a customer satisfaction. You also need to track that. As you improve your customer lifetime value, based on my experiences, your customer satisfaction should increase per tracking. Yeah? Because you're also improving your product and services and product fit as well. Okay? Now, you need to track the improvement and modify. The 4th page is the churn prediction. Now, you need to have an understanding which segment of consumer is most likely to leave your platform, your product, whatever it is. So, it's a bit technical, just go with me. So you can do an exploratory data analysis, you can do a feature engineering to improve effect retention, and you can also build a classification model. Okay, just look at this. Now, for the sake of this discussion, this is the customer lifetime value or revenue, and this is the churn probability. So these people, ngastia, playboy, yeah? And these people have high, yeah, this is the low, and this is the high quality customer. Look at the base. Sorry. look at the base. It's actually quite healthy when 75% of your people is here. But the biggest chunk of your customer base is here. What do? You move them here or you move them here. Right? There's a customer journey that you can do to improve it. Yeah. This is actually quite good, not bad. Because this is coffee, and people probably are not too loyal to black coffee. It's different with other brands. So this churn modeling would help you to understand, and it also enable you to calculate the CAC and the number of discount you're willing to give. Do you think the loyal customer you give bigger discount or less? Anyone? I'm your loyal customer. No. Loyal customer, you can actually give them lower discount because they're going to buy your product anyway. But what you need to manage is their satisfaction. Yeah. For a very high-tech company, I work for one. If the high-quality customer is not happy, it goes directly to our customer service. And our customer service would then act on it as soon as possible. Yeah? But that's a different discussion depending on where you are at the company. So, you can determine your level of discount, you can determine your level of CAC, everything just by doing this through a different modeling. Now, market response A/B testing. I spent a lot of time, I'm not sure on how to explain this. But you need to continuously test and check. So, you need to do what is a churn prediction, and you can, for example, for this sake, KCI already have a churn model prediction that has 75% accuracy. You need to know what is your hypothesis. So you take what is called a test group, and you have two groups, Group A and Group B. Group A get a discount, Group B doesn't. Now, Group A is at 75%, but Group B is at 50%. That means your modeling is not the same. The numbers should not differ that significantly. Yeah? What's the indication? Some people say 5, some people say 10%, but it should be similar. So you need to go back in your assumption. Now, this is in Python. This is the purchases in calibration period, let's say 6 months. And this is the average purchases in a holdout period. This is at 75% prediction. So the regression would look like this. Ideally, these two lines meet. Yeah? You're tracking this because you want to know whether or not your model is correct. Now, good job. Because in the model, you check that previously it has 75%. It looks like this, there's some gap. That means there's some assumption that you need to fix. And then you hit at 90%. Your predictive modeling is almost perfect. Now, remember, nothing remains constant, right? This can easily go from 75 to 50 due to multiple factors. One, competition. Yeah? Your product fit no longer seem many because the competition comes in with a coffee of 5,000 rupiah, for example. Two, cyclical. In my case, because I'm in the travel industry, after Lebaran, everyone's okay. No money. Even if I flush with marketing budget, it's cyclical, right? And then the other thing is also the things that you cannot control, right? It's their behavior, whether or not there's a new trend or a new segment that they decide to put their money in. So you would always need to check and recheck all of these models. Now, the summary that I would like for you to remember in a very simple concept, this is not a strategy. I would like to remind you, For example, if a company decides they want to focus on these only, can they do that? Yes, but very dangerous. Because you always need new customers coming in for you to get them on the platform. If you only focus on these, you would lose a lot of opportunity and not focus on the big picture. Yeah? And the last one is modify and adjust due to multiple factors, which I already explained. And you need to adopt continuous learning method. That will make your Selfie, retention, and marketing strategy very effective. Thank you so much for your time. I provided some insight. Thank you for the venue, for the team. Have a good day.